Chapter 3, The Refining Fire, Part 2. Test 3, The Unending Night. The night began like any other. Ben and Kevin had spent the day gathering food and reinforcing their shelter. The fire burned steadily, and for the first time in weeks, they allowed themselves a small measure of peace. Then the sun disappeared. Darkness fell across the forest with a natural speed. The air grew cold, too cold. The wind died completely, leaving behind a silence so heavy it felt alive. Ben noticed it first. "Do you hear that?" he asked. Kevin listened. Nothing. No insects. No birds. No rustling leaves. Nothing. The forest had gone silent, and not formed in Ben's stomach. Something was wrong. Very wrong. The brothers quickly extinguished their fire and gathered their belongings. The wilderness had taught them to trust their instincts, and every instinct they possessed was screaming danger. As darkness deepened, the trees began to change. At least, it seemed that way. Their shadows stretched unnaturally across the ground. Branches twisted into shapes that resembled clawed hands. The woods felt larger than before, as if the forest itself had expanded around them. Kevin rubbed his eyes. "Do you see that?" Ben nodded. Neither wanted to admit what they were seeing. The ground appeared to ripple beneath their feet. The sky seemed both impossibly far away and crushingly close at the same time. Every direction looked wrong. Reality itself felt unstable. Then they heard it. A voice. Far away, yet somehow right beside them. "Run!" The brothers froze. The voice came again. "Run, boys!" The sound echoed through the forest. Above them, below them, behind them, everywhere. Death is coming. Kevin's heart pounded. "Ben, run!" The brothers obeyed instantly. Branches whipped against their faces as they sprinted through the darkness. The voice followed them, sometimes laughing, sometimes whispering, sometimes screaming. No matter how fast they ran, it remained close. Hours seemed to pass. Their lungs burned. Their legs trembled from exhaustion. Yet the terror never left. Whenever they slowed, the presence felt closer. Whenever they looked behind them, they thought they saw movement among the trees. Something watching. Something waiting. Something hunting. The spirit of dread had come for them. Not to kill them. To break them. To convince them that hope was dead. To convince them they were alone. Eventually, the brothers stumbled upon a cave hidden within a rocky hillside. Without hesitation, they rushed inside. The darkness of the cave offered little comfort, but it was shelter. For now. Kevin collapsed against the stone wall. His entire body shook. The scar over his missing eye throbbed painfully. For all the dangers they had survived, nothing had frightened him like this. Not their father. Not starvation. Not even the bear. Because those enemies could be fought. This enemy could not. Ben sat beside him, gripping his stone knife tightly. The weapon felt useless. What good was a blade against fear itself? Outside the cave, the voice continued. Closer now. "Run, boys." The words dripped with mockery. "You cannot hide." Kevin lowered his head. For the first time since escaping their home, he felt truly helpless. Then he did something neither brother had done in a long time. He prayed. Not a polished prayer. Not a perfect prayer. Just the desperate cry of a frightened child. "God." His voice trembled. "Please help us." Ben remained silent. Kevin continued. "We don't know what to do." Tears rolled down his face. "We fought men." He swallowed hard. "We fought animals." The voice outside laughed. "But we can't fight this." The cave fell silent. For several moments, nothing happened. Then a warmth spread through the darkness. Small at first, almost imperceptible. Then brighter, stronger. The brothers looked up. The cave entrance glowed with golden light, and beyond that light stood warriors, hundreds of them, angels. Their armor shone like polished silver beneath the night sky. Their weapons gleamed with heavenly fire. Swords, spears, axes, bows, each stood ready for battle. And at their center stood a towering commander. The fear that had consumed the brothers seemed to retreat merely by his presence. Outside the cave, darkness gathered. Shapes emerged among the trees. Countless shadows, demons, an army. The enemy had come in force. The night exploded into war. The demons attacked first. Wave after wave surged toward the heavenly host. The angels met them head-on. Steel flashed. Light collided with darkness. The forest shook beneath the fury of the battle. The brothers watched in stunned silence. The courage of the angels astonished them. Even when outnumbered, they never retreated. Even when wounded, they continued fighting. Whenever one line faltered, another stepped forward. Whenever darkness advanced, light pushed it back. The battle raged throughout the night. Neither side surrendered. Neither side rested. The clash of armies echoed across the wilderness until the first rays of dawn finally appeared on the horizon. Slowly, the darkness began to withdraw. The demons scattered into the shadows. The nightmare was over. The unending night had ended. As morning light spread across the forest, the brothers emerged from the cave. The battlefield stretched before them. The cost of victory was evident. Several angels lay fallen. Others carried wounds from the night's struggle. Armor was damaged. Weapons broken. Faces weary. Yet despite their injuries, they stood victorious. A chant rose among them. At first it was quiet, then stronger, then thunderous. To him who sits upon the throne, and unto the Lamb be glory, honor, and power forever. The declaration echoed across the forest. The brothers felt chills run down their spines. This was courage unlike anything they had ever witnessed. Not the courage of survival, not the courage of anger, but the courage of devotion. The courage of those willing to give everything for a cause greater than themselves. Ben exchanged a glance with Kevin. Without speaking, they both knew what the other was thinking. They approached the commander. The warrior turned toward them. His eyes were stern but kind. "Sir," Ben said respectfully, "we want to join you." The angel studied them carefully. "You wish to join this legion?" Kevin nodded. "Yes." For a moment, the commander said nothing. Then a faint smile appeared on his face. "You are brave." The brothers straightened proudly. But bravery alone is not enough. Their expressions fell. The commander continued, "This legion is not your calling." Disappointment washed over them. "But there is another place for you." The brothers looked up. A different army. The angel pointed toward the horizon. An army of men. His voice carried the weight of destiny. Men who fight in the shadows so others may live in the light. Men who infiltrate the strongholds of darkness. Men who gather the lost and rescue the broken. Men who wage war not for conquest, but for salvation. Ben felt his heart racing. What are they called? The commander smiled. The Fishers. The name lingered in the air. Neither brother understood it fully. Not yet. But deep within them, something awakened. For the first time since fleeing their old life, they could see a future. A purpose. A calling. The refining fire was not finished. Their journey had only just begun.